Use that one. Let me get YouTube started up. All right, cool. All right, cool. We got YouTube started up. Y'all, what's going on, man? What's going on, y'all? This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win, y'all. It's good to see y'all back over here on TikTok, man. It's awesome. Um, just in case y'all didn't know, for the past week, we've been live over on YT, and that channel is starting to grow. I'm excited about that. It's a lot of great things that's going over on YT. They showing up already. Kitty, how you doing? Just fan, how you doing on YT? Ash, how you doing? Miss Fairy Tale, good to see you again. Um, and man, listen, it's good to see all of y'all. Um, Hold on, why is I'm getting a double? Hold on, y'all, I'm getting a double feed over here. Hold on, everybody, just hold on. Why is they doing this? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Let's no, 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 no. Leave that like that. We're going to um, God dog it. Um, Hold on, y'all. I want to make sure I see the chat well. You know what I mean? Because we have a lot to cover, man. Um, this stuff, y'all. When no, 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 no. We're gonna do. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I was looking for. All right. Now, like I said, y'all, it's her content was just going. It was getting out of control. Um, you know, so y'all, I understand. Y'all cutting up on YouTube already. Um, I understand that we have a lot of people that have been through this type of well, not to this is magnitude that Ally claimed that she been part of. Um, it's just the fact that how Ro, thank you so much for the cordial ass. Thank you for putting the dog across the screen and shaking his ass. Roll your motherfucking boat. Don't roll another ass across the screen. That cordial had a lot of assing across my screen. But thank you for the ass, Roro. So y'all, we're back over here on TikTok again once again, and just to let y'all, Randy, don't start with that bullshit over there on YouTube. Um, Let me say this right now: the great vibes on 10 for the win. This this podcast is going to grow, right? I'm taking a different direction. I'm setting up things on multiple channels, multiple platforms. Right now, I'm working on Twitch, getting that set up, and also we're going to work on another platform that we cannot say on TikTok. Okay, so while we're live, we're going to be live on one, two, three, four different platforms at the same time. All right. Now, everybody, thank y'all so much for coming back. Thank y'all so much for y'all patience. Y'all, it's gonna um thank you, Miss Fairy Tale. Twitch is good. Listen, y'all, if y'all are ready for a live on tonight I'm going to show my ass. All right. This clip y'all see above me, I listened to it twice. And the first time I listened to this particular clip that you see right above me, I dropped my head And this was around in February when I first seen this clip, the entire clip, okay? Certain so what this content creator did, he clipped a lot of parts, right? From different segments. Um, and the way he put it together, he support what Ally is saying. Um, so that was my first time seeing it. Second time seeing this was on Sunday, this past Sunday. And I said, okay, I'm gonna make that Friday's live, which what we're doing today. The live that we did on Wednesday, I had to do that first before we did this one right here to kind of keep y'all caught up on every single live that we're doing. Now, right now we're dealing with Ally. Cobalt, thank you so much for putting the gorgeous ass on the screen. We're going to slowly transition into dealing with Shelly. But our job right now is to debunk all of Ally lies and her stories, all this shit she put out for so long. Roro, ma'am, you put one more gorgeous ass on this screen, we're gonna have a problem. I'm trying to talk, and when I look at my screen, I see a big I see Rufus ass on my damn screen. Can we? All right, don't even worry about it. So, if another person send Rufus on this screen while I'm trying to talk, it's going to be a problem. TikTok, I need to get to the dialogue here, okay? Stop putting Rufus on the fucking screen. We're going to get into Rufus later because I think Rufus was in Mexico with Ally. So we're going to deal with him in a second. All right? If you know, you know. Y'all know we created a character, the dog that Ally mentioned when the police came to their house. It was a dog in the front yard. It was a pig in the front yard. Ally and Shelly said that this insurance guy jumped the gate and was trying to unalive them. She told the officer that Rufus and the pig had C19. So ever since then, we call that dog Rufus. Rufus been everywhere. Rufus been in. Let's deal with Mexico today. All right. So everybody, thank y'all so much for coming in. Y'all, it's going to be a great live. Everybody on YT, thank y'all so much for coming in. Good to see you. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. My moderators, I see y'all in the building. Thank y'all so much for coming in. And everybody else, y'all, listen, I miss y'all. I miss y'all. It's good to be back on TikTok. It's real good to be back on TikTok. All right. All right. Let's get started. Ally. Just to let y'all know, Ally went across the border, allegedly. But you know how when you go, if you ever took a trip to Mexico, you get in your car, you put the GPS on, and you take a trip to Florida, whether you're going through California, whether you're going through New Mexico, Arizona. Do Arizona back up? I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Damn, I need to learn my 50 states. I know Texas butt up against Mexico. But before you enter into Mexico, right, you go through this little toll area, right, where the lanes narrow down, and you got border patrol and border security. That's from the United States side and also from the Mexico side, right? They got it, right? It's easier to get in. It's very easy to get into Mexico if you got your shit lined up. And it's also easy to get back into the United States if you got your shit lined up, right? Easy come and go, right? When I turned 21, I went through truck driver school, got my commercial license, and I drove for a few years because I wanted to understand the logistics side before I got into management, right? So I drove over the road. Have I ever been into Mexico? No. I seen the border though. When I had to take a load to Laredo, Texas, from Tennessee, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. It was at nighttime when I drove. When I had because the load wasn't due until 7 a.m. I got to Laredo around 7 p.m. Right, and that's give you enough to take your to get your sleeping time in. Right, they call it your 10-hour break. Y'all, when I got into Laredo, all I listen, I was so freaked out. I was driving, and this was way before Google Maps and all that shit. I'm looking at what was the website you used to go on and you print the directions out. Anybody remember that? Um 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 ah who remember where you used to go online and MapQuest? MapQuest. That's what it is. MapQuest was the thing, was the way to go. So I printed out the load, the directions and everything. I'm following MapQuest. Y'all, I get into Laredo, and right where I had to go, the warehouses, it was right on the Mexico border. Right, when I made a right into this street where all these warehouses, like literally 40 feet, you can see "Welcome to Mexico." I didn't see the street on the right hand side. The only thing my black ass seen was lit up. "Welcome to Mexico." Hell no. Nothing on MapQuest said anything about carrying my black ass into where all these tacos. I didn't want no tacos. I didn't want no beam, listen, I ain't want shit to do with Mexico. I didn't know Mexican language. I didn't know shit. All I know is it say "Welcome to Mexico." Y'all, I pulled that big ass 18-wheeler over into the middle of the street, the turning lane. I put my flashers on and I pulled them fucking brakes. I got out that fucking truck and I walked across the street to, guess what? I walked across the street to Taco Bell. I said, well, damn, I hope somebody in here speak English. I walked my black ass into Taco Bell. I need to talk to the manager. Somebody. I can't go into Mexico. I asked for the manager. The manager, thank God, was Hispanic. Oh, no. Lady, do you know how to speak English? She said, "Que paso?" I said, no. I'm still in Texas. I need somebody that speak English to talk to my black ass. So I said, okay, do you have an assistant manager? She said, see. I said, good. Go get your assistant manager. The assistant manager at Taco Bell in Laredo, Texas, he come walk his short ass around the corner. His ass is Hispanic too. Ma'am, do you got anybody in here that speak English? Fuck it, that's black. She said, no. We don't have nobody black that work here. I said, God damn it. Ma'am, is it a Walgreens? I know somebody at Walgreens speak English. Do you have a Walgreens anywhere around here that's walking distance? Because you see this big ass orange truck outside your door, I can't turn that big motherfucker around. Do you see the ass on this truck? It's pointed towards Mexico. I'm not going there. They ain't finna make no taco out of me. So guess what? She said, she pointed that way. I said, cool. I remember high school. Come said, D said Walgreens in Espanol. I remember that shit. She said Walgreens. I said, okay, cool. Walk my black ass out of Taco Bell. Walk north on, I forgot what was the name of that street. Yes, it was a Walgreens. I said, thank God. I know it's some niggas working here. I mean, some Nigerians working here. Sorry, y'all. All right. So I walked in there. Walked in there. It was pretty cool inside of Walgreens. It was like 90 something degrees outside. I walked in Walgreens. Walked around. I looked at the front register. Y'all, it was a damn Hispanic woman. I'm making sure that I'm not in Mexico. So I walk around and look on the shelves at the prices, at the labels, right? All this shit is in English. Ain't nothing in Spanish. I said, okay, the cashier at Walgreens, her ass can speak English. So I picked up some M&Ms, walked my black ass around the counter, and I set the M&Ms on the counter. Y'all, she didn't say shit. She turned the screen around. That motherfucker had voice translation on the fucking screen at Walgreens. Her ass didn't know how to speak English. So now I'm frustrated. I'm in Laredo, y'all. I'm frustrated. I said, "Do you have a pharmacy?" She pointed towards the back. I walked to the back. I said, okay, you got to speak multiple languages here because you're dealing with somebody's health. You're dealing with somebody's prescriptions. Cool. I walked my black ass towards the back, towards the pharmacy section. I hit the damn ding. I hit the bell. I'm hitting the bell. Y'all, the lead technician walk up. Guess what? Hispanic. Y'all, she was Hispanic too. Y'all, I'm running out of options here. I'm running out of options. I'm looking around. I'm frustrated. I got this big ass 18 wheeler sitting in the middle of the street. I know the police is going to come and give me a fucking ticket for blocking traffic. I need to figure some shit out. So as I didn't say shit to the lead pharmacy tech, right? So as I was about to turn around to walk out of Walgreens, I see a black woman walk out of the bathroom, scratching her ass. She worked in pharmacy. She was black, worked in pharmacy. I said, ma'am, I said, look, I'm not here to get no medications or none of that. I just need to know where is this address right here. She said, sure, I will help you out. If you look right there across the street, there's a side street. You continue straight down there, you're going to see it on your right hand side. I didn't want to give her a hug. I didn't want to shake her hand because she walked out of the bathroom scratching her ass, and it was toilet tissue hanging out of her drawers, out of her scrubs. It was coming out the top part. Y'all, the toilet tissue, the toilet tissue was coming out of the top part. It was hanging. Y'all, the toilet, listen, the toilet tissue, because I think she just went in there and just cleaned herself. I mean, she shit it and got up. I'm gonna show y'all how the toilet paper was in. Y'all gotta scrubs, they tight. Y'all look, the toilet tissue was hanging like this. I didn't want to tell her it was toilet tissue. Look, y'all, I didn't want to tell her it was toilet tissue hanging out. So I let her proceed with caution. I let her proceed. I let her walk back to the back behind the counter to redo that medicine, to fill her prescriptions, and gone on about her day. So I walked out of Walgreens, walked back down the street. I looked up in Taco Bell, right, and I just waved my hand. I got up in my truck, and I made a right. I made that right. down this little alleyway away from Mexico, and I found my destination. That's the story of Great Vibes on 10 for the win and his trip not to Mexico. That's the closest I've been to Mexico. Y'all miss me? Victoria, how you going? Doing? Tiffany, how you doing? Krista, how you doing? Listen, y'all. Listen, I ain't right, y'all. I promise you, I ain't right. Now, I went through all that bullshit. Look who we got right here. Look who we got right here. Y'all, let's listen to her story about being in Mexico. And Great Vibes is going to break it down. All right? Y'all turn your phone up, turn your TV up, turn your tablet up, and let's have a great evening. All right? Let's go.
Let's get into it.
One time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying.
Now, her pimp allegedly locked her in a container with all these other kids. Now, listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When when he closed the door to those containers, if y'all don't know what a container is, if you ever seen a truck, an 18-wheeler, drive down the street and you see a trailer with ripples on it, it may have China on it, it may have JB Hunt on it, it may have Swift on it, but it has ripples in the trailer, right? Those those are containers that they use on the rail yards to transport goods and services. You take that and they load those on shipping ship containers. I forget what you call them. The ships, right, where they load the stuff. And yeah, but there's no light in these containers. No light. So when you close that door, it's dark. When you close the door, it's dark. If it's cold outside, it's going to be cold in the back of that container. If it's hot outside, if it's 90 degrees outside, I bet your ass is going to be about 120 degrees in the back of that container. You're talking about metal, aluminum. Okay. So she was back there with the door closed. She was able to see all of these other kids back here while it was dark. She saw the Mexican kids. Her ass saw the African kids. She seen everybody in the dark. No. We ain't talking about the containers with AC. Containers don't have AC. You're talking about the dry vans. The dry vans of these trailers with the reefer units that have AC. Containers don't have AC. Containers don't have reefers. I know what you're saying. I drove trucks. I know about some trucks. Containers don't have reefers. Dry vans have reefers. All right? Now, let's continue.
There were babies. There were babies that were 6 years old. And I'll never forget them just crying, and everybody was just staring at them. Everybody was just staring at each other. Nobody knew whether or not to move. I was freaked out.
In the dark, once again, she said her pimp locked them in the container. It's dark. but she could see everything. Everybody just staring at one another. How the fuck your ass know everybody was looking at one another? Okay, let's continue.
And I got up and I held her.
How do you know someone didn't have a light? Skylore asks, how do you know somebody have a light that's being transported that locked them in the back of a container? But somebody back there got a light. Shh. 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 They don't know we got a light. Allie. Allie, is that you? Shh. Shh. Don't say nothing. Everybody good. Y'all good. They don't know we got a flashlight back here. I don't know how the fuck we got this flashlight, but don't nobody say nothing. They on the outside. Shh. Yeah. Shh. Shh. Somebody put a pacifier in that baby mouth. Somebody give that baby a bottle. Rufus, who got that damn dog? Allie, put that dog up. Shh. Hold on. The truck is stopping. Shh. Cut the flashlight off. Oh, I got the flashlight. Mister is coming. Y'all, Mister coming. Shh. Rufus, shut up. We ain't supposed to have no dogs back here anyway. Shut that dog up. Y'all, they on the top. Don't put no crazy shit in the comments. I won't turn it into a movie. Into a skit. Ain't nobody have no damn flashlight in the back of a container. The fuck we getting this shit from? Let's continue.
And they opened the truck and they took her from me. Because they said she was already sick.
So when y'all got to y'all resting place, he opened up the container, took a little girl that had AIDS. I don't know how the fuck these people knew that this baby had AIDS. So now we're dealing with professional smugglers. You got doctors on board, allegedly. You got therapists on board. You got we got everybody that's part of this crew. How the fuck did he know that baby had AIDS?
And they killed her.
Hey, y'all, we got another one. They got AIDS. They got AIDS. Get it. What you do that for? Somebody cut the flashlight on. Yep, hit her again. She got AIDS. Rufus, stay over there. Yeah, get on out of here. Come on, get on out of here.
Her name was Bailey.
So I'm guessing everybody had a name tag on. Allie, how the fuck you know this girl name was Bailey? Allie, ma'am, how did you know this little girl name was Bailey? Gun River, I thought the same thing. I thought Bailey was already gone. But hey, here we go again.
There are kids in there from Africa, from Mexico. We got to this spot right over the border. They went past these colorful houses.
Now they in Mexico. I know she ain't talking about Canada. Most people don't take trips to Canada. So I'm assuming the only nearby country that we got closest to us is Mexico with colorful houses. She said right across the border, automatically she seen colorful houses. They didn't go through no, they didn't go to Taco Bell. They didn't swing by Walgreens. They didn't go through the Border Patrol. None of that. Went across the border and automatically seen colorful houses. How, if you're in the back of a truck container with no windows, how did you see this stuff? How did you see this? You say I'm obsessed with Taco Bell and Walgreens. You damn right. I had a bad experience with Taco Bell. Didn't nobody speak English. Went to Walgreens, nobody spoke English there but the lady that came out the bathroom with the tissue in her ass. So the experience was a little different. All right, let's continue.
They turned down these dirt roads, and there was a bunch of trucks. And they divvied everybody out like fucking retail. One person, she wouldn't stop crying, so they said that they would just send her off to somebody who was already sick, that had AIDS, that was gonna die soon.
Nah. Baby number 2 got AIDS, allegedly. I don't know how these people know all these kids got this particular disease. But this is baby number 2. These are her words. They found a family that they knew that was going to be unalive pretty soon. So they gave the baby that had AIDS to the family that was going to be unalive pretty soon, because they know they was always going to be ended pretty soon. Yup. Let's continue.
She wouldn't shut up.
She wouldn't shut up because she had AIDS. Okay.
My pimp smiled at me.
Nah. The pimp gave the baby that had AIDS to the family that was about to be unalive pretty soon. The whole time, Ally is watching all this stuff go down. Her pimp is standing there doing this right here. You like that, don't it? You want me to do it again? Watch this. That's the pimp.
That whole time, because I straightened up my attitude. I begged for him to take me back. I begged for him to keep me. And I promised that I wouldn't tell the social workers again. I promised that I wouldn't.
So, social workers. So you in Mexico and you still talking about social work? I'm heavily confused. I'm I'm confused. Your ass is in Mexico still talking about so is this pimp connected to the social worker? Is this pimp connected to Shelly? You just said you promised you won't tell your social worker. Was you with Shelly during this time? Okay.
I wouldn't say anything if he just took me with him. If I could go home.
Now, I just want to interject right here. So, she was a part of CPS. Now, we all know how dirty CPS is, but she speaks about personal experiences with CPS and how they're involved in all of this. So I just wanted to pause right there and then put that at the front of your brain. So when she's speaking about this, you know what she's talking about or what entity she's talking about.
What the fuck you just say, brother? Did we listen to the same story she just gave? She said that she witnessed a murder. Then she witnessed another. Hold on, brother. Are you listening to yourself? I can't say what I want to say because of TikTok. Um, she said her pimp. She promised her pimp that she wasn't going to tell the social worker. Who is this social worker she's speaking of? Who is this pimp? Because one instance she said the guy name was Keith. We'll deal with that later. Or was Keith a random person? Or is Keith Shelly? Okay.
And he did. Me still being stupid, I tried to tell my social workers. I tried to tell him my boyfriend is 27 years old. He takes me to elite parties. He takes me to these things that I don't want to go to. And can you please help me? And they just documented him as a boyfriend.
Ma'am, you mean to tell me you called up a social worker, you told them, because remember, you're under 18. You tell them, hey, I'm dealing with a 27-year-old grown man. This what's going down. He's taking me to Mexico. I've been to Russia 1,000 times. I need help. All right, we hear you, Allie. We just going to document, you're under 18 and you're dealing with a 27-year-old pimp. All right, anything else, ma'am? Yeah, that's what the social workers. All right, anything else, Allie? Anything else you need? Anything else you need from us? We know that this is happening to you. All of us in the office, this call is being recorded. All of us know this is going down with you. We just going to document.
My social worker told me that maybe I needed to just talk to him. Maybe if I just did something right, or if not, just break up with him, that it would be.
So your social worker told a minor that's messing with a 27-year-old grown man. They're telling you over the phone, hey, hey, I know you've been through a lot. I know you've been in the back of containers. I know you witnessed unaliving. We know you. He took you to Vegas where you was on the corner, stripping. Yeah, you been to did it. Listen, we know he doing all of this stuff. We're not going to report it. We just need you to talk to him. Just talk to him. Just talk to him. Do y'all see how stupid that sound? A social worker telling a minor over the phone where it's being recorded, just talk to him. You gonna be all right. You say you still in Mexico? Don't even worry about it. Just talk to him. We don't have to track you, right? We don't have to check you out every so many weeks to make sure that your living conditions is. Because trust me, I don't want to know nothing about you being on the back of this container. We don't have to do none of that stuff. If you're in Mexico, are you okay? Just talk to him. Hopefully he'll bring you back across the border.
Be okay. Eventually, after going to elite orgies in Simi Valley, California.
So after you witness an unaliving, another baby with that's Bailey, right? Bailey. You witness another person with AIDS get handed. What happened to the rest of the kids? You said it was other kids in there from Mexico, Africa, Ghana. What happened to the rest of it? How did you get out? Because the last thing we heard is the pimp just looked at you and smiled. What happened after that? Did he put you back in his car? Did he throw you back in a container? What happened? How did you get back to Simi Valley, California? I need answers.
Um, Escort services. We got married.
She got married. Now, y'all got to remember, during this time, allegedly, she's 15 years old. Rufus haven't even got in the picture yet. She's married. At 15 to a 27-year-old, and a social worker know all about this, Shelly.
He proposed to me on a boat one night. And I was so angry because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to deal with that. I was 15 years old.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. This stuff is getting gooder. This stuff is getting gooder. Listen, they got married, but he proposed to. They went from Mexico back to Simi Valley, California. Now they on a boat. Where the boat? Is this the same boat that took you to Russia? Or did you fly? Where the boat come from? How we get from the Mexico border back to Semi Valley, California on a boat? I need help. YouTube, Ziggy, you say, whoo, Lord. TikTok, how the fuck, boy? No passports, no customs, border patrol. Nobody got caught. They went freely across the border, freely back to Semi Valley. Now they're on a boat. Hey, Allie, I'm your pimp. Marry me, please. And don't worry about it. The social worker know all about it.
I knew my adopted mom now. I knew her, and I was telling her I have a husband, and I didn't.
So you just admitted you knew Shelly at this time. And you told her at 15 years old you was married to a 27-year-old pimp. What did Shelly say?
I didn't know what that meant. I just knew that he's not gonna kill me, so I'm married, and I was okay with that.
If you don't know where to start in Top Heroes World,
Are y'all following the story? Y'all, I see y'all keeping up. You said Shelly's mother. No. Mother of the year, my ass. Mother of the year, my tail. Shelly. Oh, Shelly. Shelly know everything. How come Shelly didn't talk about the 15-year-old marrying a 27-year-old man? How come we never hear her talking about it? It's always Allie on the camera going off and telling these crazy ass stories. But y'all, this shit happened, so we're going to stay with it. Now, what the fuck is this commercial for?
the Springland is a great place.
I
to
don't
start.
give a damn about
there are
this.
low-level enemies in villages with.
I had a pimp who sold me to Russia one time. He promised me that it's weird.
If you know, you know. We dealt with this part already. So she didn't say the same pimp. She just said a pimp. Helper. How many pimps did you have? Because obviously Shelly know about all this shit that's going on. How many pimps do you have? You went from Mexico, now this other one is selling you to Russia.
Weird in, I mean, everything is backwards, but in trafficking, in being a prostituter, there's rankings to things. So a trafficker, a pimp, and a John
Okay,
are three different things.
okay, so y'all, I'm gonna fast forward this segment just a little bit for TikTok guidelines.
Type of situation. So if you find that ranking, or if you have that ranking with your pimp, then you can kind of pick what jobs you want. So if there's sex machines, then you can pick kind of
Okay, whatever.
15 years old.
Hold on. What she just say? Hold on.
He proposed to me when we were 15 years old.
15. First he went from 27, now he 15. Now he 15.
Um, and his promise with me being his wife, I was running around in very expensive diamond rings. My mom smashed so many of them. My mom now, when she found them, she smashed some in the street, and she didn't understand. I wasn't telling her everything. I was just saying I have a 27-year-old boyfriend. I have my man, my husband is a grown man, and I was 15. Um, so
So first we go from we was 15. Now he a grown ass. Y'all listen. If y'all fell for this story, sometimes y'all just need to listen to what this woman is saying. And Shelly allegedly know about all this stuff that's going down.
when he proposed to me, the promise was that if I said yes and if I did what he said, then I would stay with him. And he, there was other girls that I saw with him. There were other girls that I shared him with. That sounds so ass backwards, but when you say it like that, but um, that was backwards to say, but it is what it is.
That was backwards. You can't even keep up with your lies to where you even saying, wait a minute, this shit sound ass backwards. Stay with the script. Whatever the fuck y'all wrote down, stay on script. Hell yeah, that shit was ass backwards. Stay on script.
Girls that I saw with him, there were other girls that I shared him with. That sounds so ass backwards, but when you say it like that, but um, that was backwards to say.
I know.
It is what it is.
No, it ain't.
But
Y'all, she looking at
we had
Shelly.
this deal.
She
And the
looking
deal
at
was
Shelly.
that
Y'all,
he
hold on.
wouldn't,
No, did
the
y'all
other
catch
girls.
it? Did y'all catch that shit? Did y'all catch that? She looking at Shelly. Pay. Matter of fact, let me blow this up. If you're watching for the first time, I need everybody. Hold on. How many taps do we have? 26,000. Okay, that's good. Y'all keep tapping the screen. If you're new here, first of all, follow this platform. Click that follow button. Listen, if you see a white square on your phone, click that white square. It's going to put your phone in landscape and you'll get a better view. But let me do this right here. I want y'all to see her looking dead at Shelly, because she looking like, damn, did I mess up? Let's make this a little bigger. Our trip to Mexico. All right? Let's make that a little bigger. Let's make that a little bigger. Watch her look up at Shelly when she effed up.
But
Look, y'all, look.
we had this deal.
Hold on one second. I'm finna pin this comment. Let me pin this comment. No, I'm not even going to pin it. Hold on. Whoa. So try this. Don't try this. Try this at home. I thought it would say a thome. Now y'all be nice. Be nice. Try this. I just sent you a request because I need to know. How I mean, we could talk about this. I sent you a request to come up. I know he was in here the whole time. I just sent you a request to come up. It's still on your phone. Look at your phone and hit accept. You're looking at it. Hit accept. Try this at home. Look at your phone at the bottom. Hit accept. Because you're still in here and you're looking at it. Listen. All right. I'm gonna be nice to you, brother. Um, cause usually when I send people a request for them to come up so we can have dialogue, especially when they've been in the comments for a while talking shit, I usually block them. But I'm not gonna block you. How about you shut the fuck up and pay attention to what's going on? Stop taking this personal. All right? You and your feelings, sir. Get out your feelings. All right, let's continue. All right, so she looking at Shelly.
Deal. And this deal was that he wouldn't, the other girls and the other.
What you say? I mean, I was very obviously kidding. Hold on, you said I thought I was very obviously kidding. I sent you an invite. Why did you accept the invite? Okay, all right, all right, okay, I got you. All right, the chat just saved your ass. They say you've been joking the whole time. And listen, it's not the fact. Even if you agree with the young lady, I don't care. If you disagree, that's fine. The biggest reason for this platform is to get people to critical think, right? To actually listen to what she's saying instead of just hearing something that you may can resonate with and you deem her stories to be the Bible of moving around, right? TRAFFIC of that, right? So everything that comes out of her mouth is true. You're not going to let it go. None of that stuff. No. These are scammers. They scammed a lot of people out of money. So we're exposing these scammers. All right. You ask how do you get out of landscape mode? Look at the top of your screen on the left top. Hit that back arrow button. It'll flip your phone back. Hey, Share Bell, how you doing? All right. Um, Now let's continue. Oh, no problem.
Boys that he had, he wouldn't.
Hey, what's up, guys? I found this beer left over from some campers, and I'm totally wasted.
I really
Have you
don't
seen
care.
this vlogging Yeti online?
All right.
Just leave me. He wouldn't sell me out of country and leave me there. Um, he made that promise, and of course, there's no promises that he kept. They were all empty and broken.
So y'all got married. You was 15. He was 27. Your social worker knew about this. Ain't nobody reported or none of that stuff. No police or nobody went to go look for him. They just going along with the flow because you said it. Hey, don't do nothing to him because if y'all report him, he's going to sell me to Russia. Hell, we already been in Mexico. I don't. No, I don't want to get sold there. So to keep him quiet, just don't send no type of don't leave him alone.
And lies. So when I had to go to this auction, and this man from Russia purchased
How the fuck you get to the auction? Allie, ma'am, who took you there? How did you get to the auction? How did you know about this auction? Where was the auction located? Was it in the alley, in a building, in a synagogue, in the back of a church? Where the fuck was it? How did you get there? Who was there?
Me. I thought, okay, we'll just come right back. And the first time he said, you know, you'll leave with him. He wants to have what's called.
What? What? You went to an auction. Now you're saying they just said we just gonna leave to go to Russia and we'll come right back. Auction, meaning sold and never returned. Auction, meaning sold and never returned. I cannot believe people are still falling for this.
Called a girlfriend experience, where they're able to take you home and they're able to keep you for the weekend, and have you wake up next to them is the girlfriend experience. And when I went with this man for a weekend, it was culture shock. It was, the smells were different, the buildings were different, everybody talked different. I didn't understand anybody. I was the only black girl, so when it comes to Americans and when it comes to being black, it definitely was the kicker because they don't have any respect for you.
No shit, Sherlock. So a Russian that don't deal with black women came and bought you. Russians that don't deal with black women came and bought you. Flew you back. However cause you never once said how the fuck you got there. You never once said how you got there. You got there. You said the smells was different. The buildings was different. It's a weekend girlfriend experience at an auction. At an auction. This guy that you was with, Allie, what he look like? Did he speak English? Did you speak Russian? What his room, what his home, his room, what did it look like? Who was there? What did this man look like? Let's see.
And especially being a prostitute, they didn't have any respect at all. So some men like to have sex with you with their feet, put you on leashes.
Hold on.
Thing here. When we came back, my pimp told me I was going back out there before a week.
Why is she telling this story like Russia is down at the corner. Like they was driving back and forth to the corner store. Like we just go take a weekend trip to Walmart. We got there. I had the girlfriend experience. Oh yeah, and then when we got back, my pimp said we were going back again. Not once she broke down anything, how it happened, when it happened, none of that.
The money that was exchanged is what, when I knew it was time to make a decision, because I knew I wasn't coming back. And I knew that he promised that he would bring me back, but there was money counters that came out. There was a huge meeting that he had to have. There was paperwork. And that's when I realized I have to do something because they're going to kill me. And in the worst way. And he told me, you're just going to leave for a week. And I'm like, there's no way. So,
Ally, ma'am, 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 ma'am. Let me ask you a question. How did you know they was dealing with money and paperwork? The girls don't see that stuff. How did you know all this stuff was going on behind closed? The girls don't see that stuff. You supposed to be a product. The product don't see the actual operations, right? The what we call the store operations. The product don't see that. You're the product. How the fuck did you get in the office to see all of this stuff? Okay.
I got out of school. I was told to go to the park in Fontana.
Doing all this traveling to Mexico, the boat, the 2 weekends in Russia, your ass still going to high school. How the ma'am, who's taking you to school? You mean to tell me you was in the back of a container in Mexico? I mean, in the back of a container, and then all of a sudden you end up in Mexico in the back of a truck. You got married on the river, on a boat. Then you end up in Russia for 2 weekends. Now your ass back in high school. I need help. You see how idiotic this shit sound? Okay.
And sit on the swings. I had bright red hair,
Yeah,
and this is what saved my life.
Yeah, we heard this story.
Because I was about to get branded. I was about to change my complete look to go to Russia, because that's what my pimp was telling me to do. So I braided my hair and I changed it. It was blood fire engine red, and it was so bright that it was so noticeable anywhere I went. And I had brushed it out, so it's frizzy and crazy. And I went and sat on the swings, and I called my mom and my grandma at the time, and I told her, I love you. I don't know if I'll talk to you again, but I'm about to leave. And she's like, where? And when my grandma heard that in my voice, she rushed to the park. She saw me sitting on the swings. She's like, get home now. She called my mom. My mom called the foster home. She called the police. She called the social worker. And thank God they did, because it stopped the Russia order.
All right. Grandma saved the day. Grandma saved the day. Allie, where you get the cell phone? Grandmama stopped the biggest Russian heist in history. Grandma stopped the biggest Russian order in this century. Grandma walked her old ass over there. Notice, did y'all hear she said they called the group home? See, listen to this.
She called my mom. My mom called the foster home. She called the police.
My bad, foster home. So this foster home that she was in, they didn't know she was locked in containers. They didn't know she was in Mexico. They didn't know she was married on a boat. They didn't know she been to Russia twice. They didn't know none of this shit. Who was these foster parents that didn't know that this girl been around the world? Being around the world. They didn't know she was gone. She was traveling the fucking world. I thought the social workers come to the house and check and all that shit. But they didn't know she was gone. Oh, okay.
She called the social worker, and thank God they did because it stopped the Russia order.
Sorry about that. YouTube, TikTok is being petty. The foster home people, parents didn't know her ass was sold twice already to Russia, and she was about to get put on the biggest heist ever. The foster parents didn't know this shit, but it took the grandma to stop the whole Russian. The grandma stopped Russians. Becky, old ass Pearl, that's her name, Pearl. Old ass Pearl stopped the Russian order. Come dragging her walker with the two tennis balls on the tip of her walker. She dragging that thing across the playground where Allie was sitting with her bright red hair. She said, "Baby, you ain't getting auctioned off today. You gonna get back in the car. Let grandma take care of these Russians. Don't worry about it, honey. I got it from here. Don't get your sweet self back on in that car. Grandma got it from here." Gangster. Gangster.
It stopped my pickup. I was sitting on the slings getting ready to leave to go to Russia, and it stopped everything. That night, after telling my mom the complete truth and knowing that I wasn't about to come back, I made a choice to run and to disappear because there was no way. CPS wasn't listening. My social workers knew and was in on it. They would tell me to stop telling people. People were making fake court orders for my mom.
Even the cordian knew that Allie mouth is full of shit. Did y'all see the way that dog shook his ass on Allie's face? That was downright disrespectful. Rufus knew that she was lying. Did y'all see how that cordian came and shook his ass right on Allie's face?
I had to. That was the time where I was like, "This is it's either life or death right here. And the next time that I have to try to make this decision, I'm probably going to be somewhere where I can't get out. So I ran. I disappeared from Child Protective Services government custody for a year straight. By less than a few weeks, because
Ally, stop the cap. Stop the cap. You say you disappeared from their custody. You just said you was in the back of containers and shit with Africans and Mexicans and shit. Then you was in Mexico. Then you got married. Then your ass spent a few weekends out in Russia. They didn't know you was gone then. They didn't know. Miss Outlaw, how you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, Allie, just to let you know, your mama she just tuned in. Yeah, your mama just tuned in. So they didn't know this right here. They didn't know you was okay. Or could it be the fact when you disappeared and ran away? Could it be the fact that you got pregnant? Oh, let me say that one more time. Could it be the fact that you got pregnant and you didn't want nobody to know about the pregnancy? Because remember, you was with Shelly. You wasn't in no fucking Russia and no Mexico. You was with Shelly.
because of my last name and because of the elite ties that I have, they took me out of the missing child's network system, and removed me from any Amber Alerts or any type of system to tell anybody that I was missing. But CPS still collected money for me. There were fake FBI that were sent out to torment my mom, to mess with people that I knew of that my pimp seen me with, because he made it.
Y'all.
There were people.
Oh, see it. Look.
There were fake FBI that came.
Shelly over there like, hold on. You messed it up. You could tell it's scripted, y'all. Did y'all just see that? Oh my goodness. Y'all pay attention. Everybody that's watching is so fucking ghetto. Watch this.
Mom, to mess with people that I knew of that my pimp seen me with, because
Did y'all see that? Look.
he made it.
Look.
There were people. There were fake FBI that came out to.
But y'all call Great Vibes crazy. Even her own mother just said she seen it. Y'all call me crazy. So remember when she said she went missing? Y'all see that? Oh, okay. All right, let me get this off the screen. Oh, okay. You went missing, huh? Or did you get pregnant? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let's continue.
To torment my mom, because my pimp made it in a way that uh, he knew who I was hanging around. He knew where I was, what I was doing at school. He knew all those things. but I had to be safe, and I can't say exactly how I disappeared.
No problem, Miss Outlaw. No problem, Miss Outlaw.
It would incriminate a few really, really, really good people because they had to do what they had to do to make sure that I'm still sitting here right now. If I didn't leave that park that day, I'd probably still be stuck in somebody's tunnel or dead. So
In somebody's tunnel? Or would you be still stuck in the back of that container with Bailey? Or would you still be stuck in Mexico? Hold on, I got it. He would have kept your ass over there in Russia for the girlfriend experience. Now remember, you supposed to be married now. When you went missing, did your husband, now remember you're 15 years old. Did your husband go look for you? Question number 2. What parent signed the paperwork to allow you to get married to a 27-year-old man? Because the last time I checked, the parents have to authorize that. You didn't say nothing about that. Where's your hook? We ain't even got to the pediatrician yet, right? We talked about that last week. I told y'all I was gonna bring y'all old videos. Where the fuck is his husband? He didn't go looking for you? That hand that's over that girl. Let me tell you where I got what I got from that. Let me put it back. I'm gonna tell y'all what I got from that. Anyway, I got that Shelly's hands over Tori's outlaw over Allie Carter's mouth, and Shelly is talking through her. No, you can't speak for yourself. I'm going to speak through you. That's what I got from that photo. Hold on, y'all. Pay attention, y'all. Shelly, where's the other bed? Shelly, where's the other bed? We already know what y'all been doing. Why is only one bed in that room? Don't worry about it. We already know what y'all doing. Y'all can't fool nobody. We know what's going on.
Yeah, we all right. I got some anxiety, but we packing these bags and getting ready to go to the studio. If y'all can just pray for us, please.
We're praying hard. We got you. God's got you. Always praying. Army strong.
Hey, we'll check in a little bit. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Love you. Stay safe. Love you. Love you. Be safe.
People that need help. Speaking on the situations from Chino Hills and from.
That's so damn disrespectful. That's disrespectful as hell. A mother's relentless love. That's disrespectful as hell. You can't get no disrespectful than this. I cannot wait to deal with Shelly. Boy, I got a series on you.
CPS reports say that it began when I was 3 months old, but I remember very clearly at 4 years old. It's the first time that somebody hurt me and I didn't have drugs. It was the first time.
Did y'all catch that? This is for educational purposes only. TikTok. This is we do not promote any of that stuff over here. Did y'all catch that? Y'all heard what she say? This the first time somebody did something to me. I can't say what she just said. And I didn't have any drugs. Y'all, the she would tell y'all y'all gotta pay attention. This is the first time somebody did something to me without any rugs.
I was awake and I knew what was going on. I was at my babysitter's, and out of all the kids, she kept bringing her boyfriend around me.
We seen
She
this
kept
already. Hold on.
telling me to come sit in the room on his lap, talk to him.
Cause we know this is a
And
lie. Hold on. Let's go here.
one day I got really
Okay, here it is.
irritated.
Here it is. Okay, so survivors struggle with severe anxiety, panic attacks, and PTSD. If it's not managed, it can cause further splitting. Splitting. Shelly, when was the last time you took Allie, Tori's outlaw? When was the last time you took her to a mental hospital? When was the last time you gave her the correct medication for her mental illness that she have or that she has? When was the last time you took her to a hospital, period?
When I was 18 or about 18 or 19 years old, I started trying to look for answers. I started trying to, and I wasn't really, I know who my mom is. I don't need those answers. My former last name it means nothing to me. I don't want anything from it. I never have and I never will.
So,
I couldn't wait to get rid of the name.
so
But when I turned 18, 19, I started trying to still fill in those holes to my life that I'm still missing. And I tried to go back to the hospital, St. Bernardine's, California. I tried to go back
we heard that story
and
already.
get some type of history. I started talking to
Yeah.
my babysitter. It was a weird situation because she was placed in my life as someone that I started talking to.
Babysitter at 18 and 19? How the fuck you have a babysitter at 18 or 19? Who the hell is babysitting? You got a babysitter at 18? Let me. I gotta hear this. Wait.
To my babysitter. It was a weird situation
Hold on.
because and I tried to go back to the hospital, St. Bernardine's, California. I tried to go back and get some type of history. I started talking to my babysitter. It was a weird situation because she was placed in my life as someone that I started talking.
Nah. If your ass is grown, remember, you are not too old to have a babysitter. Rufus, shut your ass up. You are not too old or too, god damn it, your ass could be 30 and have a babysitter. Daddy, her ass 21 years old with a babysitter. Y'all mean to tell me that y'all believe this shit?
To in a relationship type way. I didn't know who she was. I didn't remember her.
Oh, she just snitched again. Listen up.
To my babysitter. It was a weird situation because she was placed in my life as someone that I started talking to in a relationship type way.
Case closed. Case motherfucking closed. Case closed. Yes, she's talking about Shelly. Your boy Great Vibes is too cold with this shit. I told y'all I was gonna find these videos. Allie, Tory Outlaw, ma'am, I told you I'm not gonna stop. You shouldn't have opened up your fucking mouth over the internet. You shouldn't have put my name in your mouth. Nah. I told you I was going to get you. Great Vibes didn't have to say shit. You just said that, not me. That's why Shelly was fired from your school, because y'all had a relationship. She just admitted it. Let's continue.
I didn't know who she was. I didn't remember her.
Hey, quit playing with yourself.
They had to cut the shit because she was talking too much now. Y'all see that? They had to cut the shit because she was talking too much. She was talking too much. They had to cut the shit.
Okay.
I can hear it every time you squeeze that thing.
All right. Well, I don't know where to throw this. Quit playing with yourself. That stopped a while ago, but here we go. I don't know where I can't. I would toss it. I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna get low because okay, I can see it.
When I went over to her house, I eventually found out things started coming back. We
Talked. We fought. We fought, and she told me that I didn't understand what was going on. That there were many answers that I was missing, which already there's many holes to my story, to the things that I know myself. I stopped looking for those answers when I was adopted, and I don't need those answers, but I tried to look anyways.
When was you adopted? When was you adopted, Tori? Tori, Ally, Tori. Whatever the fuck you call yourself. When was you adopted? Because 1 minute we heard 15, 16, 17, now 18, then we heard 19. Well, 19 we heard that you got adopted to the pediatrician family, and the process of Shelley was still in place. So we all confused. So you just admitted your story got holes in it. No, your story have eclipse, all different size eclipse, lunar. Full. You got your story is full of holes, ma'am. It was so. Let me tell you how I know your ass ain't crazy. Because when you talked about your bright red hair, we had that photo up here last week of your bright red hair. It wasn't pink, it wasn't out crazy. You had it braided up. It was going to the back. We had the photo up here. If y'all want to see it, go on my YouTube channel. You was very detailed about that hair. Why can't you be detailed about everything else? That's how I know your ass ain't that fucking crazy.
I went back to St. Bernardine's Hospital. I started looking for answers, and I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know if I wanted that answer. I have my mom, and I know who my mother is. Shelly Carter. I know.
Why the fuck this heifer is always next to this woman? Y'all gonna listen to Great Vibes one day. Y'all gonna listen to me one day. You say you can't hear a thing where you is, so you just tap. Okay. Everybody else, put a one in the comments if y'all can hear the audio, you can see the video, and also you can hear me. Okay. All right. YouTube, y'all good? Okay. Got it. All right. Appreciate it. So maybe he's around a bunch of noise, but I got you, Kobo. But if y'all notice, Shelly is always there. Now, this is a grown ass woman. Tori in this video is 27 years old. Why is Shelly always there if they don't have a personal relationship?
Who my mother is.
It's like I gotta make sure that you say the right stuff to keep the feds off my ass. Cause I know cause I know what I did to you when you was younger. So I gotta keep you on the road because if I know I go back and stay still, I know I could spend life in prison. So I gotta make sure you say the right stuff so I don't get so I don't incriminate myself or you don't Shelley. Is that why y'all always on the run? I'm sorry. Is that why you always on the run? Because you know what you did to this girl when she was underage.
But I just wanted answers. And she kept telling me she would give them to me, and she lied once again. Everybody thinks that it's your elite predators, your celebrities, your blue check mark, your political suits, your very credible people that you're supposed to be scared of, or you think that that's the only people that are involved in corruption, like Child Protective Services or secret societies, military and government corruption. You think that that's it, and it's not. And that's what they want you to think. They know that you don't know. But it's not just your elite celebrities. It's your everyday people. It's your lawyers, your doctors, your pediatricians that you take your children to.
No. No. It's Shelly. No, 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 no. It's Shelly. Stop trying to beat around the bush, Tori. It's that woman sitting right next to you. Trying to blame it on everybody else. All the way down to the pediatrician. Hell no. Remember, you married one. Did you forget about that? How you not trust a pediatrician, but you married him and the whole family? And Rufus. Y'all, we need 8 more people to complete this live goal. All right, just 8 more people. Y'all, let's go ahead and knock that live goal out. I appreciate it.
Your everyday neighbor, your teachers, your daycare facilitators. My babysitter had the keys to the elementary schools in her area.
My surrogate, I don't call.
I'm sorry, y'all. Laura, thank you so much for the ass, for the corgi. Not your ass. No, no. I never said that. Y'all, listen. Laura, I'm talking about the corgi, not you. Okay? I want to make sure we get that straight. Damn. I could see somebody right now clipping that. Great Vibe said, thank you for the ass. I'm talking about the corgi that showed his ass on the camera, on the screen, whatever the fuck you call it. Now I forgot my fucking thought. let, let, let me rewind this.
Everyday neighbor, your teachers, your daycare facilitators. My babysitter had the keys to the elementary schools in her area.
You talking about Shelly, your babysitter. Let's make sure we're talking about the same person. Hold on.
My surrogate, I don't call her a mother. My surrogate, she.
You don't call her her mother. Guess what, Tori? She's not claiming you. You still her daughter, but you are not a mirror image of her. So do you think she's worried about you? You a grown ass woman. Since your ass want to go out there and shank-a-lang-a-lang all out there in Russia, you think she worried about you, what you call her? She ain't worried about that. Talking about she's a surrogate and whatever you. I'm trying. She love you. Oh, trust me, she love you because she pushed your ass out. She raised you while you was in the tunnels. She raised you. She did her job. You think she worried about you calling her your surrogate? Hell the fuck no. You out there struggling. You out there living from hotel room to hotel room, living on the street like a damn toot. You're homeless. Your mother gave you thousands of reasons to come back home so she could take care of her daughter. You didn't want to. You gave all the pushback. You cussed her out. You talked crazy to her. You tried to fight her. You tried to do all this shit to destroy your mother and her family. So you calling her a surrogate? Trust me, she ain't worried about none of that shit.
Took her to court. She went to court with it and she lost the case. And then I wondered, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Why did everybody treat me like I did something wrong at 4 years old? Why did everybody treat me like it was my fault? In the courtroom.
Let me tell y'all something. I see y'all in the comments, right? Let me tell you something. If you don't like my language or how I'm addressing this, you can, and I say this with my chest, you can get the fuck out of my life. I'm not going to call you out. But if you're not listening with your first eye, not your third eye, with your mind, and stop listening with your heart, you will get a better understanding of what's going on here. But if you don't like how I'm directing this or how I'm doing this live, feel free to keep scrolling. That's the beautiful thing with TikTok. You can scroll up and you can scroll down. Try it. I promise you, you will get a bang out of life.
They made her shake her purse out and give her the last bit of change that she had in her wallet because she said she didn't give her the rest of the money for that day.
And just to let y'all know, they already saying it in the comments. Her real mother is in here watching. Miss Outlaw, do me a favor. Put her type hello in the comments. We're talking about this surrogate that she's speaking about. This bad excuse of a mother that she's speaking about. Miss Outlaw, put hello in the comments. Now, let's pin it. That's her mother. YouTube, I'm talking about TikTok. That's her mother. Now, if you don't like what I'm saying, once again, feel free to get the fuck out of my life. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay. YouTube, just to let you know, you got a lot of people over here on TikTok that they all in their fucking feelings. They are in their feelings.
And she did. And then she took me home and beat me because she lost the case.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. We just caught another flaw. We just caught another one.
And she did. And then she took me home and beat me because she lost the case.
Miss Outlaw, don't worry about it. I got it. Watch me prove this right here. The live that we did on Wednesday, did on YouTube, did she say that they made her mother dump out her purse in court to pay a babysitter or something? And when she lost the case, she took her in the bathroom at the courthouse and gave her a whooping. Now she took her home and gave her. I told y'all we gotta break these. I'm doing these videos in order, and they're gonna take a while. Okay, so when we start dealing with Shelly, it's gonna make sense. All right. So first, she beat you at the courthouse. No, that didn't happen. Now she took you home and beat your ass. Boy, Tori, Alley Cart, ma'am, woo. Hell, why you looking like that? You lying so much to where you can't even keep your hell. Spit it out. Spit it out. Actions speak louder than words. You gotta watch the body language. Spit it out.
Everything became something that was normal since that day. That day never leaves me. And ever since that day, I thought everything that was going on was something that had to happen and something I did. So I stayed quiet until I was about 12. And then every boyfriend, every piece of authority, everyone that she brought in my life, she kept telling me she didn't get enough money from me. She got government money for the rest of her kids. She stole Social Security cards. She
Hello, Trendy.
was very well invested with the Panthers until they left her alone for a little bit. Until she had to figure out the money.
Nah. Look at this shit. They. Boy, listen. If you take this the wrong way, that's your problem. You had some white folks to produce this shit right here. And obviously they don't know shit about Tupac Shakur or the Black Panthers. But on here, it said the FBI war on Tupac Shakur and the black leaders. Where the fuck she get the Black Panthers from? Tori, Allie, when was the Black Panthers started? When was they ended? When did they, kind of split up and went their ways? Because we understand what's going on now with the Black Panthers. I call it the revolution. You, ma'am, do you understand what you're saying? Do you even understand this article here? The FBI war on Tupac Shakur and the black leaders. See, this the deal. They put up some bullshit and don't know what the fuck they put up. Now, this is type of shit right here that I know that would get me banned on TikTok. But I'm going to hold my mule right now. I'm going to hold my mule. Because I could hurt a bunch of feelings with this one. A bunch of feelings with this one. So we just going to leave this alone.
And then come by herself. So bootleg movies, fake IDs.
Why you worried about bootleg movies? Hell, I did bootleg. Sorry. I did bootleg. Yeah, I'm admitting it. It was against the law then. You can't bootleg now. But you can't tell me most of us didn't double tape. If you remember double taping, put one in the chat. Who remember double taping? Hell, listen. Yo, we all had to make some money. Y'all, see, this right here was way before Amazon and shit and eBay. It was before all that shit. I remember going to Circuit City and buying them, Walmart. Not Circuit City, but going to Walmart and buying them stacks of CDs, them DVDs, right? Them blank DVDs. Y'all know what went down. Y'all know what happened. I don't need to say nothing else. Y'all know what happened. Y'all think I'm bullshitting? Hold on. I don't throw away nothing. I don't throw away nothing. I keep everything. Who remember this? This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. Who remember these? Listen, I don't throw away shit. My ass is 41. I don't throw away nothing. Right? Got the little thing that flips open. And what do you know? Oh, look at here. Look. Tell y'all something. Hey, all this shit right here. Hey, this when bootlegging was real. Yo. I'm incriminating the hell out of myself. Oh, listen. Hold on. Huh? Look, wait a minute. First Sunday. Say what? Huh? Huh? The movie Ray? Wait, huh? Hey, we all been there.
Drugs.
Keep going. Okay, yeah.
But she always said she never had enough money
yeah.
for me.
Okay.
So then at 12 years old.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know what smell. How you put the price in the comments? 2 for the 5 or 3 for the 10. For real, for real. She said 2 for the 5 or 3 for the 10. I should have knew your ass back when Nellyville came out. When Nellyville came out, I should have knew your ass then. That's when bootlegging was at its height. Yo. Hey, I'm just telling it like it is.
She started dating the chief of police.
Yeah, the chief of police name that you never gave. The chief of police name that you never said nothing else. The only thing you said was the chief of police dated your mama. He did something to you along with the other policemen that worked in the police department. But you didn't give no more info on that. But you know what you did do? You went on the Peter show and said what you did with the people in that building, right? That I can't say on TikTok. You know that big white building that sits on the east side of the United States of America? Yeah. Okay. You said something about that.
Hi, my name is Allison Carter. I have a cop pulling me over. I just want to know that if he's ran my license plate. I just wanted to make sure. I just don't feel safe. I just wanted to make sure he ran my license plate.
You just scared the fucking shit out of me. I'm not trying to do that. You were following me for a long time, and I slowed my ass way down.
We
and
are.
You slowed your ass way down. You scared the fucking shit out of me.
Calm down,
right
Mom.
now.
It's okay. He really scared us. He's been following us for a while.
You went over that solid white line, okay? Now I didn't know if you were
I told y'all she was driving all over the road, crossing over the white line and the double yellow. That's why he pulled them over. When he was saying that, as you can see, the screen is blank. They didn't want y'all to hear that part. Oh, the police is following us because the chief of police that did something to me, he warned all the other police officers in the United States of America. Newsflash, most police don't even know most police officers in their own department.
I am going towards 366.
Because I was trying to see if you were fucking following me, dude.
Okay. You have driver's license on your equipment, man?
Yeah.
Is this your car?
No, we're not driving. Hang on one second. Did you call us? Did you call us in, sir? I just want to make sure you called us in. And I'm on the phone with 911 right now. I just want to make sure you called this in.
Called what in?
Called this in.
Pulled over.
What are you, a state trooper?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a state trooper. Are you Officer McDaniels?
We get fucked with a lot.
Are you Officer McDaniels?
Whoa, there it is again. I knew it. Boy, you great vibes. I'm cold as shit. Did y'all hear what Shelly just said? Let me do that again. Hold on. Everybody's talking. But listen, I need y'all to minus out the trooper, minus out what Allie is saying. Pay attention to Shelly's voice.
I just want to make sure you called this in. And I'm on the phone with 911 right now. I just want to make sure you called this in.
Called what in?
Called this in.
Pulled over.
What are you, a state trooper?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a state trooper. Are you Officer McDaniels?
We get fucked with a lot.
Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear that? Or do I need to repeat what she just said? Everywhere they go, they have to announce that she's a traffic survivor. You can't make this shit up. No. I'm not. No. Why are you? Chick D, thank you so much for the hand hearts. Pam, everybody that has been gifted the platform, thank y'all so much, man. Y'all are amazing. Our first day back on TikTok and y'all showing out. YouTube, y'all just over there being messy in the comments. Y'all just messy. Let's go.
Are you Officer McDaniels?
No.
He's not Officer McDaniels, ma'am.
We are on the road.
We have had, I'm stepping out of my car with my hands up because I'm not sure. I'm just stepping out of my car with my hands up. My grandma's sitting here in the car. We have been pulled over once again. I have already called 911. Please screen record this video because it makes no sense. This officer has now pulled us over and has said that the reason why he pulled us over, please stay on Facebook, screen record, make sure with my mom. She's on my Facebook live right now.
Why he pull you over?
She's inside this trooper's car.
Why he pull you over?
He has tailed us for over...
Why did he pull you over? No, don't stop in the middle. Why did he pull you over?
10 or more minutes. We thought someone was following us, which he was. She speed up. She slowed down. We did everything that we needed to do to make sure that he was following us. Now he's saying that she committed some type of traffic stops or traffic violations. Now he's saying that she's drunk.
No shit, because there's a hole in the car. If y'all know, we seen this already. It's in the car. Because Tori, was you in the back seat? You know, after this stop, you was in the back seat hitting it. You was trying to hide it, but we saw the bottle. Oh, okay. And did they find something else inside the car that I can't mention on TikTok? Remember Scooby-Dooby-Doo? What was in that book bag, ma'am? Oh, okay.
My mother does not drink. I put that on everything that I love, and my grandmother's grave, that my mother does not drink or do any type of drugs. So he's going to run his test or say that he's on doing a sobriety test or whatever. I'm just done with this. I've already called 911 and checked with Highway Patrol. They said that he did not call it into state, but he did call it into Highway Patrol a few minutes ago into the car.
Are you a cock blogger?
I'm not gonna let you walk up next to him. No.
Not. You guys are asswads. You guys fucking suck. All the brotherhood. Can you grab me a soda while you're back there?
You're really harassing me because first you're gonna a violation, and then I'm a drunk driver, and then now you're getting me on drugs and shit, and you're upset because I didn't pull over immediately off the off.
Oh, they really made a video?
What do my notes have to do with the drug stop or an alcohol stop or anything else?
Because you opened up your mouth and said, hey, she's a survivor, and we're traveling across multiple state lines. I smell drugs in the car, and also you smell like you under the influence of you know what. So you may be a rug runner. This is what you call investigation. It's in plain sight. He can see it. So what he's doing is legal.
Nosy. Nosy ass. What does that have to do with anything? Looking for what? What are you looking for? A lot of you saw the video where the police pulled us over the first time. It was late at night. We turned the live cameras on, and you saw us get really belligerent with the police. They searched our car. They pulled everything out. What you don't understand is there's so many more things that go on for survivors. Weeks prior to that.
What? Oh, I forgot you ain't a black man, so you wouldn't understand. But anyway, much as you want to be a man, but don't worry about it. Listen. Ma'am, you said this stuff happens to survivors. You committed a traffic infraction. He pulls you over when it was safe to do so in a well-lit area, not on a 2-lane highway. When you roll the window down, he smelled everything inside the car. That's why he had a K9 to come out. And guess what the K9 did? The K9 alerted. And guess what they found inside that dirty ass van? Rugs. You lying.
One of Ally's handlers had bought onto her contract. That means that they paid money for each one of those police officers to pull us over the way they did. And I already knew that.
What? You, hold on. Hold on. Y'all, hold on, y'all. Wait a minute.
Bought onto her contract. Police, they searched our car, they pulled everything out. What you don't understand is there's so many more things that go on for survivors. Weeks prior to that, one of Ally's handlers had bought onto her contract. That means that they paid money for each one of those police officers to pull us over the way they
One of Allie's handlers paid these random police officers y'all, man, let me clear my throat.
they did. And I already knew that your police officers are not all good and they're not all bad, but there are some that have sworn to the Freemason Brotherhood, and they're very corrupt, like all the secret societies.
How do you know, Shelley? How do you know? I can get 3 officers on this live right now, and they will flat foot call your ass out for even speaking like this. This is the shit that you make up inside your fucking head and you feed over to Allie, that you feed over to Tory Outlaw.
They do what they're told to do. When you saw Allie getting very belligerent with the police officer, it's because the police officer was looking at the phone. One of the people that help us stay out of the way was calling, and we didn't want him to see who was calling because we were afraid that he would harass her. So
Y'all, listening to this lady talk is like sewage going through my fucking ears. Listen, y'all. And y'all, this is only part 1. You mean to tell me that you got your phone up on the dash in plain sight? Plain sight. They already got proper calls to get inside your car because, you know, you know what happened. You know what y'all was doing inside that car, right? What police officer your ass know? If the phone ring, they're going to pick up the phone. They might look at the screen because it's in plain sight. I can see it. But when he first walked up to the car, you told him, hey, I got a trafficker over here. I mean, a survivor over here. Y'all got California plates, and you're over in Missouri. And I smell rugs inside the car. Clear indication y'all may be moving product.
It was actually Allie's alter, Maddie, that was getting very belligerent.
Oh, so now so that was Maddie that was cussing and shaking and talking crazy when the police pulled y'all. That was her alter, Maddie. This boy, if I wasn't live on TikTok, YouTube, y'all would have heard it. If man, this
So right there, you hear her talking about her alter ego. You know, that's one of her. That's one of the personalities that she's talking about, Maddie. Uh, and I can also just my personal experience. I have a lot of friends that are cops. I grew up with quite a few of them. You know, before they were ever police officers, and they all became Freemasons. And I remember a few times.
yeah, a lot of officers are part of the Freemason. Yes, that's a true statement. But the way Shelley described the Freemason, it doesn't work like that. Explain that, sir. Let's see if you can.
You know, when I was in my 20s, they wanted me to join the same lodge as them. At the time, you know, I had a lot of family members that were Freemasons, so I was already familiar with it, but it was a different type of lodge. You know, my family members were uh, in the European lodges, these were American lodges.
No shit.
Sometimes, sometimes they recognize each other, but a lot of times the European ones don't recognize the American ones. But what I can
A lot of times you could tell. Oh, a lot of times you could tell. Hell, hell, you could spot them on the street. Look at the license plate. Look at the fucking license plate. You can tell.
say for a fact, I remember one of my best friends growing up. He was like, "Yeah, for as much trouble as you you get in, because I got in a lot of trouble in my 20s. Not bad trouble, but he was like, yeah, with all the trouble that you get in, it would be good for you to join the Freemasons because you'd have that protection, you know." And I went to uh I went to the first
Man,
2 degrees. You have to go through
Man, shut your
3 degrees.
Be quiet.
Most of you don't understand how things work for survivors. There's just a lot to it. When they paid to gang stalk her in that way, the purpose of it was to stress her out to the point where she split. That night, when you watched us on the live being pulled over, that was enough stress for Allie to split, and that was the goal of the gang stalking.
What does it mean to split?
For survivors, for MK Ultra, they start splitting the psyche when they're infants, and it's called trauma-based mind control. And they introduce trauma into the children, usually the infants. Sometimes they do it while they're in the womb. They can shock them in the womb. They can, there's survivors that I know that were raped as they were
Where the fuck is my internet? Hold on, y'all. I gotta bring this up. And I'm gonna bring it up again. I'm gonna bring it up again. What year Ally was born? Tori Ally was born. What year was she born? What year she was born? All right. So I'm gonna squinch this all the way down. We're gonna move this down. We're gonna move this over, and we're gonna move this over. Y'all, I'm hitting my vape, y'all. Just give me a second. Because she said Ally, Tori Outlaw, is a victim of the MK Ultra. Not saying that her timeline off. Her timeline is really not that off. Even though Tori was born in '94 and they ended the program with a few things that were still going on. The program actually it ended in 1973, but you still had some experiments that was going on a few years after. But you talking about before the 1980s, it was done. It was over with. 6-2 Walker said, "What about the kids though?" I'm gonna pin your comment, and I hear what you're saying. So my question to you is, what kids? I already gave educated people on about the kids. So my question to you is, what kids? Sean said, "Bruh, they still do it." Who? Where? What resources are you pulling this from? Give me something that I can look this up. How do you know of course we know the government was doing it, but how do you know they still doing it now? And I don't want to hear nothing about, hey, this is what I heard. She clearly said Tory is a victim of the MK Ultra programming. So let's do this right here. Put a 1 in the comments if you think Tori is a victim of the MK Ultra programming. If you believe Tori, that y'all know is Allie Carter, is a victim of the MK Ultra programming, put a 1 in the comments. Now, let me give y'all a heads up. Did y'all know her mother is watching right now? Do y'all know her biological mother is watching right now? So the two of y'all that say that y'all believe she was part of the MK Ultra Pro, did you know her mother is watching right now? Oh boy. So the MKULTRA, of course, we know it was an illegal human experiment program, right? Designed by the CIA. Allegedly. We got to say this stuff for TikTok purposes. Let's see. To confess to brainwash. I can't read this on TikTok. I give my live cut. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, them damn guidelines. When y'all get a chance, just read up on the program that y'all think that Allie is a part of. She's a victim of it. And then come back and ask her mother that's watching right now. See, once again, y'all go off your feelings, right? You hear these fucked up ass stories and y'all deem these stories to be true. They actually happened because somebody said it. With no facts, no evidence, no proof, no nothing. Just the words that's coming out of their mouth. They always tell you that they're going to show something, but they don't show a goddamn thing. But you believe it though, because they said it. There's not one black neighborhood you can walk in right now. You're going to hear anybody in the black neighborhood say anything about a fucking MK Ultra. I'm going to say that one more again. There's not one black neighborhood you can walk in right now and nobody's talking about a fucking MK. They're going to ask you, what the fuck is that shit? What the hell are you talking about? Susan, request to come up. With the Donald Trump face, request to come up. Request to come up, Susan. You talking so much shit in the comments. Request to come up. Maybe you can educate me on something. Maybe, hey, if I'm wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong. Request to come up. You said no? Okay, cool. Thank you for being honest. Get the fuck out of my life. It is what it is. If you could talk cash money shit in the comments, come up on the panel and talk that same cash money shit with your camera on. Not behind Trump's face. Been talking shit the whole time. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she was talking shit in the comments the whole fucking time. And I was trying to be good because y'all, we finally got back on TikTok, YouTube. I'm trying to be nice, YouTube. But for some odd reason, folks over there on TikTok, they love to get in their fucking feelings and talk all types of shit in the comments. But I love it though. But the moment I request for y'all to come up or ask y'all to come up, you dodge it. You run. She's a runner. She's a track star. Ticket. I got that from that lawyer. Ticket. We all need to pray. Seems like anger on the live. Got it. Everybody bow your motherfucking heads. She says anger on the YouTube. 6'2" Walker said we all need to pray. Seems like anger on the live. Got it. Everybody bow your motherfucking heads. Father God, forgive me. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Please help me out with my motherfucking mouth. If I could change my goddamn mouth, I would be a better motherfucking person. In Jesus' motherfucking name, amen. Way in the wild world. 6'2" Walker. Way in the water, children. In the wild world. God's gonna trouble the wild world. Did I say the prayer for you? Did you like that prayer? You want me to say another one? All right, y'all, let's continue. Y'all petty, man. Shit, y'all petty. All right, y'all, let's continue.
Were being born breech. They raped them half in the canal and half out of the canal to cause.
I'm not going to replay that, but did y'all hear that shit? Yeah. Oh, yo. No, yo. All right, Miss Outlaw. Miss Outlaw, I need you to lay down. Tori is about to come. All right? You almost at 10 centimeters. Lay down. Miss Outlaw, lay down. Let's lay this chair back because we about to bring this baby in here. I work for the CIA. Lay this chair back. Prop your legs up. We in the labor room, y'all. All right. Mm-hmm. Did y'all give us some more of that epidural? Because it's like the 4th time y'all stabbed me in the spine. We can't give her no more. Because this child is something else. Mm-hmm. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. Way in the water. Miss Outlaw, you good? You got your pillow? All right. Rufus, stay right there. Don't. Hey, we got this. Hey, you know what? Gotta make sure you comfortable. All right. Now, all right, Miss Outlaw, I need you to pay attention very closely. When I tell you to push, you're gonna feel some pressure. But when I tell you to stop, I need you to stop pushing. We need Tori. We need Allie Carter in the canal. Halfway in you and halfway in that canal, okay? It's a new technique that we're doing to make sure that children are healthy when they come out. All right? Let me get my stethoscope. All right? I don't know why, but I need it. Way in a wild children way. In water. All right, Miss Outlaw. When I say push, you push, all right? All right. Grab my hand. God damn it. Shit. Let go my hand. Let it go. Let it go. Let my hand go. Somebody tell. Let my hand go. It hurt. It hurt. I ain't trained for this shit. Hey, James, get your baby mama. Hey, Mr. Simpson, get your baby mama. Shit. Damn it. Whew. You a strong one there. All right. When I say James, the fuck you look. You got him? All right. All right. 1, 2. All right, stop. 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 Hey, give me that dildo. Give me that dildo. God damn it. All right, Miss Outlaw, you gonna feel some pressure. All right. Hold on. Wait, I know the heartbeat dropping. We gotta do this quick. We gotta do this quick. We can't let her flatline. All right. Hey, you feel that? All right, Miss Outlaw, push. God damn it. Hey, turn the oxygen up. Turn it up. Push, Miss Outlaw. Shit. We gotta do this halfway in and halfway out. Hey, Rufus, be quiet. Shit. I got it. Oh, shit. Boy. Whew. Shit. Oh, I hear you, baby. I don't know how long I'm going to work for the CIA. We can't keep doing this shit in the canal. Oh. Whew. Whew, Lord. All right, y'all, get on out of here. Whew. Shit. That was a tough one. You said phase 1 complete?
Cause a split, to cause enough trauma for their blood pressure and their heartbeat to raise so high from the fear and from the pain that their psyche will split. They're looking for that split because they can program that part to be a slave.
Hey, bring that stat sheet back in here. When did her heart rate read? Did it go up? Did her heart rate? All right, cool. I need you to print that out. Save that. We finna turn that side, that heartbeat side, into a full-blown slave. Tori, Allie, Tori, we need the heartbeat, that to be a slave. That can go with her mama. We need this part. The fuck? The fuck is she talking about? How you get touched in the canal, in the birth canal? How you get touched in the birth canal? Miss Outlaw, I'm sorry to say, ma'am, but I think you was touched. Tori was touched while she was coming through the canal. Now remember, her head is coming out first. Her head is taking up all of your canal. But they reached around her head in your canal and touched her. The fuck is this shit type of world we living in where you get touched in the birth canal? How the hell that shit gonna look in court? Is there a law? Is there a law? I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. Now y'all see how crazy this woman is. But y'all say y'all believe Ally. Y'all support Ally. But you don't listen to these fucking stories.
Your black slavery was more of a physical slavery. They were physically bound to where they were. They couldn't leave. They were physically in slavery. MK Ultra slavery is a slavery of your mind. You have no control over your mind anymore. Somebody else is able.
So she was mind fucked in the canal. She was mind fucked in the birth canal. Y'all only got so much energy, y'all. Tori Outlaw was mind fucked halfway in and halfway out. Y'all right. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Right. How in the hell do she know what happens at birth if she never actually brought a child into this world? Now, me, I can speak on it because I hand deliver all of my children. All of my children was birthed inside this home in the jacuzzi tub, in the master bathroom. All of my children. I delivered all of my children. So I think I can speak a little bit of something on the birth of a child. We talking about no doctor, no midwife, no medicine, none of that stuff. Your boy Great Vibes did it. Oh, like when that afterbirth, the afterbirth, that's the split personality she talking about. It's the afterbirth. When she pushed the baby out. Then you got the placenta that comes out too. She gotta push, and all that other shit come out in the tub. It's like Jello. It's like red Jello. I was sitting in it. I'm sorry. Yo, hey, it was beautiful, y'all. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. When you pick it up, it's slimy. Y'all, I was sitting in it. I was sitting in it. I was sitting in it. But hey, if mama had to deal with the pain, hey, I'm you said she said you try to discuss this story and people look at you like, do you need help? Well, it's hard to discuss it, if you wasn't, if you haven't oh woo, this because y'all gotta realize with a woman, when that canal opens up, if that woman's mind is not mentally stable, see, this is why they put y'all on all those rugs, all them different types of shots. You don't need that shit. You don't need that shit. If your mind is balanced, because I understand that you're between life and death. You're right there at that crossroad. Everything that happens at that crossroad determines what you're doing up here. If this not okay, that won't be okay. This is why a lot of women have been unalived at birth. I mean, while they was giving birth. This is why a lot of children was unalived at birth. This is I can go on and on. When it comes to childbirth, I understand not the pain, right? Um, but it's even ways to deal with that pain, right? Because you got to realize it's a muscle, right? The muscle is stretching. This it's the muscle. When you learn how to relax that anyway, that's I could do a whole live about that. And then you're going to get the women that's going to come up here and say, "Well, everybody ain't like that." I'm not talking about everybody. Now, why in the hell you hop your big ass up here and tell me lose weight, then you can have kids right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about a live that I did 2 years ago, and I talked about this a little bit, and she come bring her big hippopotamus ass up here and try to go off on me, telling me what I need. No! How she had complications and shit. Lose weight and stop fucking. That's all you do is lay down. Get up and get in the gym. I'm sorry, y'all had a flashback. I had a flashback to the great vibes when I was dealing with relationships and marriages. She come up here on the panel cussing me out. You ain't no motherfucking woman. How in the hell you know? Cool. You come up here with the shit. Now I'm finna bring the shit. Cut your camera on. Cut your camera on. Ain't nobody say shit about all them damn roaches in the background. Ain't nobody say shit about that. What the fuck is with that dirty ass, what you call that button on your head? Did I say anything about that? You pull that shit out, you got lice. Black people don't have lice. You had lice, though. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a flashback. Sorry. Come up here going off on me like I ain't know what the fuck I was talking about. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Flashback.
Able to control that. Somebody else is able to say codes, passwords, triggers, and pull up whichever altar they want to do whatever task they want. So it is the most evil form of slavery that you can imagine.
Miss Outlaw, do you see what they have up here? They said that Allie and kids were great as young teens by the chief of police who was dating you. Do y'all see this shit? And I know, you know, her mother, Miss Outlaw have her emotional roller coasters with this. But look at this shit, y'all. He would come at 12 a.m. between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. and grape her in a room in her closet. And he would make a grand display by the land his pew pew and badge next to her each time. Can I make it bigger? Sure. Do me a favor. Click the little white square on your phone. Put your phone in landscape, and I can make it bigger. Okay. Sure, this is no problem. I could definitely. Let me cut my camera off. There you go. Y'all read that shit. This is the shit um Shelly programmed Ally to say. Y'all, hold on one second, y'all. Um, so I'm trying to see what she's who is this young lady? You asked me, do I know her Ally personally? Um, let's see, listening to her stories, I feel like that we all know her personally. But what does that have to do with what I'm speaking about? So you mean to tell me when news reporters report on, um, you know, the presidents or celebrities or anything like that, they have to know them personally to report on them? Huh? You have to know somebody personally to report on them? Hell, start up a live stream and report about me. I mean, report on me. I don't care. It wouldn't matter to me. Eddie, thank you for the super chat. Shelly said Fritz Springmere Mayor once. He has a book, The Illuminati formula used to create an undetectable total mind controls. All she says about Ally is copy. Wow. Are you serious? I would definitely check that out. Wow. Thank you for putting that in the chat. Um, is she still here? Okay. Oh, she's probably gone. Did she leave or something, y'all? That young lady that asked me, did I know her Tori personally? Is she still here? Because I would really like for her. I would love to talk to her. Or okay, can you listen? Look at your phone and come on up. This shit always happen. Can you hit the accept button, ma'am? Oh, you denied it. Okay, you denied my request. Okay, okay. Uh, all right. Thank you. You said you posted the link. Thank you for doing that. No, no, I'm not blocking her. Okay, I'm not blocking her. Y'all, I don't want y'all to gang up on her. I just really want to know why she feel like that I can't report on somebody. I got to know them personally to report them. Even though her mother is in the chat. you know. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was doing something wrong, trust me, her mother would. Tori, that y'all call Ally Carter, her mother would have checked me already. Her mother gave me the green light to do this. Have I once said, have I once attacked Tori's appearance or anything like that? Right? I'm attacking the stories that she put out for so many years. So if her mother gave me the green light to do this, who the fuck is you to tell me who the fuck am I? Ah, okay. Let's see what else Shelly has to say. She said, Grapevine said that's so nice. I'm trying to be nice. These folks on TikTok is tripping. And this is my first day back on TikTok.
And he would come in my room at 4:00 in the morning, every night like clockwork. He was a married man, and he didn't come over during the day except for.
How you know he was married? How you know he was married? Now remember, this the same woman that says she did. No, she married a 27-year-old at the age of 15 on a boat, and she got married again at 19 to a pediatrician and that and Rufus. Who Rufus? How she know he was married?
Maybe twice. But he would come over at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. to have sex with her, and then she would go get in the shower.
So you saying that this police chief will come over and bang your mama, which is none of your business, which is none of your fucking business. You should be in your room with the door closed. Whatever your mama doing in her house that she paid the bills at is none of your fucking business. Even if the story is true, it's none of your business. Hell, no women be looking at the mailman like, ooh, woo, woo, boy, boy, boy. If there is a God, be looking at them UPS drivers. Woo-hoo-hoo. Don't even need no jogging pants. Be looking at them brown pants. But you said after he get done bumping and grinding your mama get in the shower, he put his duty belt back on, then take it back off when he come in the room with you. Let me get this straight. When he get done with your mama, he put his uniform back on, walk out of her room, walk in your room, and take his uniform back off. That's almost 30 pounds worth of equipment that you make it make sense. You can't make this shit up. The boots alone. Boy, the teaching I have to do. Let's start with the damn shoes. Y'all see these shoes right here? These are what you call your police grade duty boots, duty shoes, duty, duty, duty. When officers put their shoes on, right? These just the shoes. You see a little zipper right there on the side, right? Got a zipper, got the elastic right here, but you got to undo all of these strings right here. This is just one shoe. This has to be sealed all the way up, and then you zipper that up, elastic that, and do that to the other shoe, right? Oh, that ain't shit, right? Now remember, remember. She said that he took off his duty belt and stuff when he got to her room. Hold on. Now, anybody know Great Vibes? Y'all know that I was in law enforcement. I was in law enforcement, right? I was in law enforcement. That's how I know this is shit right here is full of shit. Oh. The vest alone, right? The police vest alone, right? The vest alone. The vest alone. Not only this just a fucking vest. This thing has to be put on in 3 different phases. With your straps, with your plate that's in the front, also your plate that's in the back, your plate that goes right here. This is not something you put on very quickly. Yes, the vest alone, the fucking vest alone. Get the fuck out of here. Shit. I need the boo boo. I really need the boo boo. Mm-hmm. She said the officer left her mama room, put all his shit back on, and when he got to her room, he took everything back off. Yes, the vest alone. I gotta go boo boo.
And then you come to my room. And there was only a few times where I was raped in my own closet in Reno Valley, California, off of Sagebrush Court, off of Nason Street, in the townhomes right across from the high school. It was too many times in my own closet, and I started to run. I had enough. And he would have his friends come pick me up, and they would They would take me over on Marino Beach Drive, right in front of the car dealerships. They would have their way, and then they would take me back home until they got a trap house on Nason Street. They would bring other kids. Nobody questions the cops.
Tori, do you realize one, this one. This is the first thing. Let me explain something to you. Do you know that inside of police vehicles, there's this beautiful thing. It's called microphones and cameras. Oh, hold on. I know this may be a little exciting for you. You probably don't know. But it's thing called microphones and cameras inside the car. In the front and the back. You said all the officers would go to the car dealership, look at new cars while they having their way with you. And you follow up saying they went to the trap house with you. The police officers, regular patrolmen, not deep undercover, not the drug task force unit. Now we got regular patrolmen going to the trap house. If I ain't heard, yep. The chief of police is going to the trap house to have his way with you. Y'all, I think I've had about enough of this shit. I had enough of this shit, y'all. I've had enough of this shit. In the squad, they rode up to the trap house in their fully equipped police cars. Got police written all around this car with the with the sirens, with the fucking emergency 911 on it. They rolled up to the trap house to have their way with you. Y'all, look here. Y'all are messy. But this is part one of this live. This is part one. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this shit right here is I honestly, y'all, we're not taking these stories personally, simply because of we're trying to slow down the damage or the damages that they have been done across the internet between these two. If y'all notice, they haven't been going live as much. They haven't been posting as much. Did y'all know that? Put a one in the comments if y'all noticed that. They still post, but not as much. My job is to slow them down. Why? It's because they scam so many people out of thousands of dollars over the internet due to these crazy ass, made up ass stories. And I'm going to keep going and keep doing it until they stop posting this bullshit on the internet. I'm not going to stop. I already gave them the opportunity to reach out to me. Let's have a, let's dialogue, right? Let's get a clear understanding on what's going on or what happened in her life. I said that 6 times in 6 different lives. The videos are on YouTube. Now, once they reached out, I even gave my email at greatvibeson10@gmail.com. I check it every day. Nothing. They watch my lives because they send people over here to try to spam my lives. So, no, I'm not taking it personal. Right now, our job is to seek justice. If they talking about save the children, no, we ain't talking about saving no kids. No, let's save these elderly people that got robbed out of their fucking money. They got scammed out of their money. What about elderly people? A lot of them on a fixed income. A lot of them barely even got food in their own fucking refrigerators. And you got knuckleheads like these two scamming them out of their money. The same people, like them commercials that come on, right? Feed the children. Oh, these kids are over in Africa starved. Stop lying. It's not true. They doing the same scamming ass shit. Because I have an able body and a microphone, just like all of you all of us, we have a voice to stop this corruption that's going across these social media lines. And hell, they ought to get charged for a felony because they crossing state lines spreading this garbage. But I'm not going to stop. So to the people that hate me, that's fine. I don't care. It's social media. All right? Hopefully one day we can get all these shenanigans. We can have this shit to come to a complete stop and have all of their accounts shut down for good. The scamming has to come to a stop. And I need the help of you all. So, Miss Outlaw, thank you so much for being present in the live today. Everybody that's on TikTok, thank y'all so much. We was 4 people away from hitting the live goal, but I want to thank y'all so much for even getting close to the live goal, for everybody that's giving. Also, Laura, you was the #1 gifter on today, Loving Life. You the second person. Melissa, you #3. Shauna Girl, you #4. Shanice, you #5. And everybody else, because it's a bunch of y'all that's gift the platform. I want to thank all of you all for everybody that was tapping the screen. I know that finger shit hurt. I know it do. I know it do. But it helps the live out. It helps to get this message out to we got to stop these 2 individuals. We got to get Tori Outlaw back into the mental care that she needs, right? Y'all, it may be a mental hospital. I don't care what it is. She need to be around a group of people that's going to help her elevate, not bring her down. Shelly, she needs to be behind bars. And trust me, her day is coming. You brought it to the internet. We're going to make sure it finished. Now, like I said, feel free to do any live about Great Vibes. I don't care. I don't. When you do a live about me, invite me. I will help you talk about me. I will help you talk about me. And we're going to have a great time doing it. Until then, Shelly, your day is coming. All right? Everybody on YouTube, y'all have been great. Super chat, y'all have been great. All right? And the reason why I'm looking over here, because y'all chat is over here. But I want to thank you all of y'all. Y'all have been helpful in the comment, especially, is there a key agree? Is that Angedina? Agedina G? Ooh, she gonna cuss me off for saying her name wrong. Ageedina. Again, God damn it, I cannot say your name. But ma'am, thank you. Thank you for doing everything that you have been doing. The link that you have put out, thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a great evening, because I'm hungry and I got a shit. And y'all take care of yourself. All right. That's your boy, Great Vibes on 10 for the motherfucking win. Stay out of trouble.